Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? Pretty good here. So we're doing a bit more work on this saw here. I have a little bit of reservations of that bearing. I think this one's good. I don't know, this one we put in is brand new, and I think I rolled it before we put it in too, and it just felt a little gravelly feeling, but maybe it'll be all right. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to shut that heat off in a minute here. Just going to get her good and super warm, and then we should be good. But I did get the nuts we needed to replace these ones that were on the other shaft, and these ended up being a M8 by 12 by 1 millimeter. So they're kind of specific. Let's see if they fit. I just got them out of the Amazon package. There's I don't know, 10 of them in there? Not that I need 10, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12 of them. Oh, that's pretty good. And these are flanged, like a flanged nut kind of thingy with the fine threads. So let's just see here if this will thread in. Oh yeah. Of course, that's needing the whatchamacallit on it, the little starter clutch things. This guy's got to go on here, but we'll do that afterwards. And let's just try this end here too. This has got the key on it, so it's kind of automatically lines himself up. There is no washer on this side, which I thought was kind of weird. It's definitely looks like there should be one, but looking at the diagram, there's no washer, so like, okay. I don't have any spare washer, so I'm like, okay. So I'll take all this apart again here, see if we can get this case together tonight. I don't know if we'll get too much further than that. If we can get these halves back together. I've got some premium. This stuff is really good. If you got a Stihl dealership that sells this stuff, get it and use this stuff. I'll tell you what, I think it tells you on here somewhere, but it does have, say, a fuel stabilizer. It contains a fuel stabilizer for long mixture life. It does work. I'm telling you what, like, it is really good stuff. I don't know, I use it in everything. I've always used that from brand new, and never had a problem with really at all with stuff starting. It seems to be really good stuff. So I've been happy with it. But anyways, let's take this all apart again here. Get this guy off again, hopefully. Yeah. This guy off, that guy off. That guy goes underneath. Keep those in alignment. Now this I'm not super crazy on. I don't know if that's good or not. I got some, like I say, some stuff here that might be just leftover goop from manufacturer. It's probably fine to run it like that, but I got I'm just going to put a little bit of this in the cap here, and we'll paint a bit of this on in the with a paintbrush here. And try to get a bit of oil down in there. I think eventually she'll probably loosen up and be fine. There's a roller bearing, like a flat roller bearing down in there. I definitely need to make sure that. See, that's already moving better. And once you get the gas in there, mixed with the oil, which I'm going to probably mix a little bit thicker to start with, so she gets a good break-in kind of thing, that'll be fine. I'm not too concerned about that now. Okay, so These guys here, this will be the inside of the engine, so you want to make sure you get good dolloping of oil in there too to start with. And on the Stihl too would help. I don't know. I've got some concerns of this bearing, and I would change it for another one, but I don't have another one. This is the one that come in that kit, so I mean, it's all I can do, right? Just put a bit in on this guy. Okay. And your two-stroke, this oil and gas mixed in there is enough to lubricate all these parts in here, believe it or not. Now, the oil has changed over time. I'm going to shut this heater off just one sec here. It'll run again for a few more minutes, but yeah, the oil has changed from, even back from when I was a kid. It's definitely better stuff now, apparently. So, now would you just stay there and brush? Thank you, brush. Okay, so now I got to do a little bit of work here too. For the gasket, I'm going to use a little bit of this stuff on each side. Don't need to, but I'm just thinking a little bit won't hurt. And this stuff will dissolve. When she starts running. Like I say, just a little bit. This will just kind of help stick things down a little bit. And this is that anaerobic stuff. It doesn't dry until it's oxygen free. I don't really know what this little tail does. I don't think this does anything down here, just gives, I don't know what this does down here. If it does anything, I don't know. Okay. So we got little blobs there. And then we'll do this side too. I went and put some bolts in here though, and I'm hoping, I'd never done this. Put one of these back together. It's easy taking it apart, but putting it back together, I'm kind of hoping that the bolts are, say, long enough here to, you know, reach through and hopefully be able to grab the other side of the case and then pull it through. I don't know. I still gotta get these bearings into the shaft here, and it seems to be like it's a fairly tight fit. I don't really want to heat the bearings up now though, right? Kind of the last thing I want to do is heat up the bearing now that I've got them all lubied up. That'll just give it a little bit more to help when we're trying to keep that pressure inside there. Okay, now we got to carefully cut out this gasket out of here. And 100% not sure if that's going to actually work. not tremendous. How do you get that out of there? We just start ripping out of here, maybe. Oh, I wish you a safe journey too, heater. Thank you, heater. Such a polite heater. Maybe it's not in Chinese, though. Okay. Thank you. Enjoy your journey. Really bad Asian, but you know. Oh, it's like still stuck in here. So this other bigger gasket here is for your, holy smokes, is for your gas tank. This big fella, I'm not going to probably use it. Okay, let's get this side here. I hope I don't have to heat this up. I know even those little pins, these little dowel pins here were a tight fit as well. Okay, so maybe we'll try to lube the shaft up here a bit too. That might help. Okay, so this is the small side over here. Now, this is the part I'm not sure about. Oh, maybe she's just going to go right in. That'll work. I'm happy with that. You just don't want to bugger up your seal, right? Jeez, bud. That's almost kind of too nice. Alright. Happy with that. I need this guy. And I think to pull it in the rest of the way, we can just do some tightening here. So I got the front part, the blade and the guard and stuff down, getting some work done to them now, so that's good. Let's take these in slowly a little bit at a time, and we'll see how she spins after. Let's make sure she's sort of going. Yeah, she wouldn't run too good yet though. Closing up, so that's good. I'm sure there's a torque value on this. What it is though, I have no idea. Oh Jesus, watch your fingers. I'm sure that's probably good. It's not so good in there, but I think it'll be alright. Yeah, I think we're together. I don't think there's any air gaps there. Hope not. It's definitely a lot tighter than it was. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I'm just for some reason feeling that it's just not quite tight enough yet, but we do have another one. Oh, wrong side, bud. We do have another one back here. That doesn't really pertain to where we just were, but it's just an extra support. Back side here. That's probably pretty good. Oh, I don't know why this one's being a turd. Why are you being a turd? I think it's in anyways. Yeah, I think we're pretty good there. I think I know why that one's being a turd, because I neglected to clean out a little bit of junk down in there. And that one, I think, yeah, I sure did. Okay, let me just blast it out with a bit of air here. If I don't get her in a crankcase, because we gotta keep her clean now. Whew. Yeah, I think we're good there now. Yep. Okay, bud. I think we're good. Now, our next step probably could put the clutch and stuff on here and the flywheel last. I do believe. Now hold on a second. I think that's right. I just don't really remember this big gap in behind here, but now I don't know what the best way is to hold this while I'm tightening that. Let me think here now. This should be yeah. Just trying to think which way. Yeah, that's the impulse line. Okay, so this is the recoil side here. Right, okay. Just thinking. So pulling it. We might not actually need to tighten that. Well, probably should though. Just trying to ahead of myself here. Make sure we do this the right way. It'll be a deeper socket. I'm just not sure what size. That's a 17, a little bigger. Of course, my next one there's a 19, and it's probably too big. That might work. Okay, how much air do I got built up? Not enough. I'm gonna have to build some air. Okay, so we got her kind of loose here. We're just gonna shock tighten it, if you know what I mean. Get this thing on here. That should do it. I think. Oh, no, that wasn't a good idea. Oh, I just broke that stupid thing. I just broke the clutch by doing that because it didn't have a bell on it. So that was a fail. Maybe those you're actually not supposed to tighten. My bad. Learned something new again. Learned something new again. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Well, I guess we're bleeding, and we're gonna have to look for some clutch shoes now. Well, to be 100% honest, it probably should have been changed anyhow, but that sucks. The spring definitely won. It's good, mostly. There, we just weld it back together, and well, those things are kind of brittle. But okay, well, that upsets me. Didn't expect that to happen, but it did kind of suck it out of my hand there, I guess. And crap! What a dolt! What a dolt! Like I say, I've never worked on these before, so I'm learning this, right? So, unfortunately, it's not probably a good thing to be learning on. But hey, you got to learn on something, right? I guess we're all learning a bit here, but anyways, that didn't kind of go the way I planned. Let me see if I can get a clutch now for it. Oh boy. Well, the power of the impact wrecked the clutch. All right. Anyways, we probably should have replaced it anyways, because I noticed there was a lot of hours on this saw, and she's pretty well beat up. But anyways, the little gasket here, we got a little bit of a tang here. We're going to have to try to get out of here. Get rid of it and don't drop it down inside. That's better. It's just a little bit long. I just turned the heater back on. It's starting to get cold in here again, so good. Just make sure we're smooth there. I guess we can probably go ahead and put this cylinder head back on. I think we're good for that. And this one too, just because that's where the problem was. I think originally with this thing, I'm just going to put a little skim coat of this stuff on too, because it gets really thin here, and I think it was this side here that blew out. Really thin there. And I mean, that could be a million reasons why it did that, but listen to her heating up again. I'll have to see if I can get a clutch for it. Might have to go right to the dealership for that. My mistake. Didn't expect that. I guess the thing spun over and took off out of my hand, and that's what happens. Not much I can do. It's out of my control, bud. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to probably the same screws. I think they're so far all the same screw pretty well, which makes it kind of simple and nice for us. Okay, it's a fairly stout gasket, which is good. Now this has a little tab on it, and I don't know which way it's going to need to go. I'm not really too sure if it's going to go that way or this way. Oh, and that's got a concave in it too, which I would imagine that would go in. I can't say I remember seeing the old one. Ooh, it's quite a bit different gasket too. Kind of looks like it would have gone this way, but Just doesn't seem right there now. Okay, so that would be exhaust. Hang on a sec here now. It's intake, so exhaust, so it should go this way. Now, my question is, why does it have a dip? There's no instructions with this kit, nothing. I would assume it would go that way. But you know, it could go this way too. I'm thinking it's got to go the other way, and it kind of crushes in. It's a weird gasket too, because it's not really it's more like a metal gasket, but that helps save it from blowing out, I guess. Yeah, I would say we're safe going that way. Okay. Alright, so now this is going to be the fun part. More fun. What am I looking for here? It's a roller bearing. Needle bearing, yeah, I think that's the one. Although, hang on a sec here. It's a little circlips. Pretty sure this is the right one here. That feels pretty good. Okay, so that's got to go in here. That's also got to get a bit of lube on it. So, I went and put that stuff away, of course. Of course I did. Okay. That ought to do that. Set that back down there. It's funny that oil is good stuff, but it smells like stale gas. When you smell it, here, smell. It kind of really stinks, but it's good stuff. Okay, what else was I looking for here? That's a fuel filter and carburetor kit, so we'll leave that for later. Something else I was looking for here too, and you know what? I don't remember what it was now. There's the rings, I have to put those on and try not to break them, which I probably will. But okay. There's something else. I was looking for, we've got two bearings with this. It wasn't in this bag. And I'm just kind of curious to why. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think he's given us two bearings and they both look exactly the same. So I guess we'll just run with this one. Okay. Let's try to get these guys on. And they're directional, but it doesn't matter which one goes where. Should be good in either spot. Stuff with the knife, gotta get that off. Tastes like sealer when I go and cut my steak. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, they're so nice, but yeah, you can see there's a little groove thing. You gotta line that up with a little pin, so it's gotta go up. So these rings need to go this way, if you know what I mean, so they go onto those pins. So let's see if we can do this without breaking them. And then get the flipped onto the bottom one too. That's going to be the hard part. Yeah, she went where I didn't want it to, but so that thing, when we get it in that cylinder, should mush against that little pin that's in there, but we got to get this down one more, she'll go. My fingers just don't want to work. There we go, I think we're getting her. Okay. It's good. You just got to make sure those stay there and don't get pinched when you go to put them in. So that one's good. This one's got to go on this way and there. I always don't like doing these things. They're so finicky and they break so easy. I think we're on there and there. As long as I stay there, we're good. Okay, so we got an arrow that always goes towards the exhaust side, which in here would be this side. So the rings will, the gaps will be, let's see here. There's a gap there and a gap there. So they're away from the ports when you go to put this in. Now, we might be smart to get this in like this here, but I'm going to lube this up first and then get it down there on that side and then put it together. I'm sure there's a million different ways to do this. We're going to try it that way and see if it's any easier to get them on. Maybe we should polish the ports on this too and make it run like way faster. To be honest, we're putting all this work into this thing, I'll probably never use it, but you never know. Okay, so these do have a little taper. If you can see, there's a little taper there that'll help you shove that guy in. Should be good though. Don't know whether I'm going to put my goop on this side though. I don't think I'm going to. Okay, so yeah, you could put this on here too, which might actually be easier to do it that way. It's just when we're pushing this down, it's going to be pretty much pushing to the bottom there when we go to put it on. So maybe we'll try doing her this way. Okay, so that's got to stay there. Now that's the exhaust side, and we should get a clip in the one side here. A little circlip, guys. I don't like these either. Oh, these aren't the really nice ones either. I wonder if... I don't think I've got the other one here. There's still one in that side, but now do I have... Ooh, what have I got? I need some real small needle nose, that's for sure. I might not... Oh, I got this little set here, that might work. I gotta clean them up a bit first though. They're a little grimy. These little guys here. Okay, So we'll put in this side first here, maybe. Oh, this is going to be a battle, I can just tell. Holy smokes. These are a nightmare. Wow, there's a lot of clip I gotta squeeze together to get this in here. And try not to lose it. I like the other ones that have the little tang you can grab too. These ones are really tight. I don't know if I can even do this for you guys, because holy smokes. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm gonna have to work on this. It's gonna take a bit of thinking. Okay, I did get that side. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but I can't say I enjoyed it. It just wasn't a good time. I think we're good there. Okay, so that's got to go there now. Find the two and join them together. Maybe. And then we got to get this other clip in here without it falling in the engine. And that kind of sucks. I think we just got just enough room. Now I got a cool light on my hat here. Neat, eh? My sister gave me that for my birthday. That hopefully I can help myself see a little better here and try to get this one in. This is very tedious work. I'm not good with small things anymore with my hands, so that's a problem for me. This side is a little better, I'll say, than the other side. Almost got it. Almost had it. I'm just not at the right angle here. Maybe I'll try doing it the other way here then. Ah, you turd. Oh, missed it. Tiny little groove in there this thing's got to fit in. I'll tell you what, you've got to be good with your hands, and I'm just not fantastic with small motor stuff anymore. Okay, gonna have to move the way I'm doing this, I think, here, which might mess you guys up a little bit. And then you don't want to lose it. Ah. I'm sure when they're building these in the factory, they must have some special tools for doing this. Oh, missed it again. Oh, crap. My gasket's falling off on me. I'm just not getting myself in the right spot here. Okay, give me a sec. I have to fight with this again. Okay, I think I mostly got it in. I just got to get it seated. There we go. Boy, oh boy, eh? Whew. This probably should turn a little bit. Well, I think it's in anyways. It's looking pretty good there. Okay, man. That was not fun. Okay, so now we just got to make sure these kind of stay where they should be. Where is this pin going? Oops, sorry, I gotta zoom in again. My bad. Okay, so there's the one there. And this one here. Okay. Now, as long as those will stay in that general vicinity, hopefully this goes all well here. Probably should slather a little bit on this guy too. Should be good. Make sure they stay there and there. Okay, this is the fun part. Trying to get these two. Stay in. Oh boy. Well, that's not doing exactly as I planned. They're supposed to taper it and help you push those in, but there's a lot of gap on these rings. I gotta say, might have been better to do it the other way. Oh, this one moved on me. It's not really a whole pile of taper on that. This one doesn't really have any, so I guess we'll just have to fight with that too. Might be me fighting again, though, to be honest. Because, boy, oh boy, I know they do have little bands you can get that you could put around that. Wow, because that's, I don't think you're just going to push that on. We got the first one started. well, if that one going in, no, yeah. Sorry if I blind ya. Oh, I might have got her there. Yeah. I think we're good. All right. Now I got to figure out what bolts those take. I think they're all the same, but let me just double check. Yeah, they're all the same. It's really kind of nice. 20 mil bolts, which are all those fellers there. Oh, well, that one will go in there, I guess. These ones, though, however, have to go down in here. I don't think I'm lined up quite right. Get one started here, maybe. This one started as well. Tightening in, so that's a good sign. Need one more here. That one doesn't seem to be lining up though. Never now, bud. We'll just go a little bit at a time. How tight? I don't know. I'm just going tight. Should be probably pretty good. I'm locked in late. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, we've rebuilt that part anyways. I want to just give this a little cranking over here if I could. There we go. Something good inside there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely hear the cross hatches in there, but that's good. Okay, well, I guess until I get a clutch, there's not much else I can do with that. Could put the muffler on, I guess, tonight too, but we don't need to do that tonight. We got the decompressor to put in too there, and I'll put the clutch on and then the flywheel on last, because yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's about it. All we can wreck today, or fix today. Looking like it's pretty good. That stuff will harden up too and dry up in there pretty good, and should be good. So good. That's all back in. Seals and bearings are good. Looks pretty good on the carburetor here. She should have tons of compression back now. The rings look good. That's the intake side, of course. So there's where she'd be sucking the fuel into the bottom and lubing the bottom up. I don't know if you can see in there. And then she'd close down, and that would be pushing it up the other port out the other side. The other port here would be going up the side now, up to the combustion chamber. And as this is going back in, she'll suck in the next bit, and then boom, fire that, and then, you know, off you go again. Pretty sweet. 2 strokes, pretty simple really, but simple but complex. But anyways, I guess that's it for today. Put the cat back on this thing before I make a mess with that. Get rid of some of the garbage stuff we don't need now. And keep that because there's still a gasket for that guy. And also source out a clutch, because I did bugger that up, and my bad. Shouldn't have done that. I guess it probably didn't need to really be tightened. It's more for taking it off that thing rather than tightening it, but my mistake. I didn't realize it'd be that brittle and just snap, but yeah, I guess it flung out and there's no clutch there to bite against, or drum, the bell drum thingy, and snapped it. So anyways, my mistake. We'll get a new one or something. But anyways, there we go. That's that for that tonight anyways, so we can go with that. So, and our next step will be you know, get this all on, the flywheel on, and the magneto thingy there on, and the clutch on the other side and all that assembly, and then put her back into the saw here, get her mounted back into there, and check the carburetor over. Might have to go through that too maybe, and that'd be pretty much it. Fire it up and put some gas in, fire it up, and see how she runs. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. You guys have a good one. Sorry, my bad, I messed up that stupid clutch, but didn't think about that, I guess. Like I say, it probably doesn't need tightened. It'll probably tighten as soon as it'll be reversed to the way it's driving, so it'll be always tightening it kind of thing. But anyways, live and learn. We learned. It's going to cost me probably $100 just for a clutch, unless I can find one on like Amazon or something. But you guys have a good one. I think they use that same clutch for like snow or snowmobiles. Yeah, that would work. Chainsaws. I don't know why I was thinking snowmobiles. For chainsaws, a lot of different chainsaws use that same kind of clutch. So, but my little saw here actually might have the same bloody one on it, but I'm not going to take it apart just for that. So, but anyways, thanks again. Catch you all later, and you guys have a good one.